Alright guys, welcome back. Hope everybody had a good, restful weekend. It's Monday, it's a short week this week, but I do expect us to work hard. Mr. Ridenour again is out today taking care of my new little baby at home. So again, I'm providing you with a video so that you know what my expectations are while I'm out for this short week. So today for Monday, November 19th, here's what you're going to be doing for today. You'll start off with your silent reading. Again, make sure you're filling all of this out in your daily agenda. You'll start off with silent reading. Today you're going to be watching some videos. We're moving on to our second text of The Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien. Last week we focused on the Rainy River. We read the text, we did vocab, and then we finished those questions. All of that should have been finished by Friday. Now we're moving on to our second text from his book. This one's called Ambush. So this is where we're giving this ambush videos. Today you're going to be watching two different videos, Consequences and Actions and Cleanup of Vietnam. So if you want to go ahead and put those down in your daily agenda, chart on consequences and actions, and then chart on cleanup of Vietnam. Again, if you can't read that, pause the video, go back and write it down in your daily agenda. What you're going to be doing today is I kind of want us to understand a little bit more about Tim. Now, the text we're reading today is Tim. We know at the end of the Rainy River, he decided to go fight in the Vietnam War, even though he really didn't want to and didn't support the war. Now he's actually in war, and so the text we've chosen today, Ambush, focuses on him actually fighting in the war, and another tough choice that he has to make with something that happens to him and something that he experiences. So what I want you to do is I want you to learn a little bit more about how hard the Vietnam War was and how difficult it was for these soldiers and the decisions and circumstances that they faced. So you'll do, after silent reading, these two videos will be links attached onto Google Classroom. So once you finish silent reading, you may go ahead and get out your Chromebook. Make sure you have headphones. If you don't have headphones, I always have my brown box over there next to my desk. You can always borrow some of those headphones in case you didn't bring your own. The first video, Consequences and Actions, is I'm double checking to make sure it's this one. Yeah, it is. Okay. So this is a video. It's called Unexploded Bombs Leave a Deadly Legacy in Vietnam. And so I kind of wanted you to learn a little bit more about how the Vietnam War was fought, how things happened. So this gives you some information into what we're going to read about Tim later on about Ambush. So you'll do this first video. What you will be filling out as you watch these videos is these charts that I referenced in my daily agenda. So this is called Unintended Consequences, and you complete the chart as you watch the videos. So our first video is Unexploded Bombs, which I just referenced. That'll be the first link, and you'll fill out this chart as you go. So unintended consequences, so I need you to take some notes as you go, things that stand out to you, and then the actions taken to remedy. Well, if I'm thinking about actions taken to remedy, actions are things you do taken to remedy. Remedy means you are using something to make you feel better. It's like a medicine. A remedy is like a medicine. So things that they experienced from these unexploded bombs or Vietnam War, and then what did they do to make it better? Again, I expect these to be typed out in complete sentences. As you can tell on our chart, there are 5 different columns. So I expect you to have each one of these filled out with a complete sentence. What was the unintended consequence? And then what did they do to make it better? Okay, a remedy, make things better. After you finish that, you'll scroll on down on your chart. This will lead you to your second video that I referenced earlier in the daily agenda, and that video is this, okay? It's just like a newscast, but it says U.S. veteran leads cleanup of Vietnam War's lethal remnant. So again, the Vietnam War lasted a very long time. There was a lot of weapons and bad things still kind of hanging around in Vietnam even after the war was over. So this veteran said, hey, I'm going to go help clean it up so that it can be safe, healthy for other people still living there. So this is a 7-minute video. You're going to watch this video after you've watched the first video and completed the chart on that one. We move on to this second video, and then there's also the second part of the chart on this one, which again, we're still talking about unintended consequences. So now we're moving to our second video, which is the U.S. veteran leads the cleanup, which is what I just referenced. You'll put things that he did there, okay, what was he doing there to make things better, and then the actions taken to remedy. So again, the chart is the same for both videos, but you'll have different information because each video is very different. But again, I do expect every column to be filled out on both videos. You should have those should be in complete sentences. And I expect 5 examples from each. That's why I put 5 lines on there. If you don't finish these videos today, that's okay. I do expect you to at least have the first one completely finished, and you should have at least started on the second one by the end of class. Again, I don't expect you to have all this done today in class, but I do know some people will go ahead and move on to the second video, so I wanted to make sure you had things to do. That's what you're going to be doing today, Monday, November 19th. Again, if you have any questions, ask somebody around you if you're confused. But again, make sure you have your computer, your headphones, and making sure you're typing these out and submitting this on Google Classroom when you finish. If you finish it today, make sure you turn it in. If you don't finish it till Tuesday, then you can submit that as well. But again, it's not homework if you don't finish. Just get as far as you can, and have a good Monday. All right, bye.